Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's been a bit of a while, but I've got a few special videos coming up. First of which is this one, a review on Meguiar's Wheel Brightener. This is an old classic and one I never got the opportunity to try until now, but I am so glad that I did. This wheel cleaner is amazing. It lives up to every bit of hype you've ever heard about it because it is that good at its job. If you guys know me well, then you know that I'm a massive fan of P&S Brake Buster, and I still am. It's an amazing cleaner, wheel and tire, alkaline cleaner, acid-free, perfect at its job. It can be used in foam cannons and IK sprayers and all sorts of applications. It's safe on a majority of wheels. It's perfect. I love P&S Brake Buster. I still use it. It's still my fave. But I don't know, things have really been swayed with this newcomer. Meguiar's Wheel Brightener is kind of a game changer. What used to take me maybe 7 minutes, 8 minutes a wheel, that's in like worst case scenario, longest amount of time ever. With Brake Buster, kind of takes me 2 minutes, 3 minutes with Wheel Brightener, to be honest. It cuts so much work out of the equation. It's an acid-based wheel cleaner, which if you're afraid of acid, just stick to Brake Buster. I know, it's not the most pleasant or eco-friendly. This is a big boy with big guns. It's an acid-based wheel cleaner that is safe on all painted wheels and OEM finishes. It's just not advised to use it on anodized wheels like anodized aluminum and polished aluminum. It will remove the polished state of a wheel, which isn't the end of the world if you don't care for that state or you're just gonna polish them again. I guess it's no big deal, but not for use on those wheels. But the acid in here is really, really strong. It doesn't give an array of ratios. Meguiar's only states dilute up to 4:1. That's it. They don't say more, they don't say less, heavy duty, light duty. They just say 4:1 in a spray bottle. That's your ratio. And it is, you don't need to tweak that ratio. It is extremely strong. In some crazy testing that I performed, wheels that are just caked in dirt, caked in brake dust, never maintained, cars I've never worked on before that have just never had a history of being detailed. Boom, 4:1, let it dwell on the rim, maybe 30 seconds. I never really give it more than 30 seconds, and then just the power washer will do the rest. It's designed to melt the brake dust so that the pressure washer can just come in and remove the majority of the filth. If you've got really neglected wheels where there's just brake dust on there that has fossilized, like it is Triassic period bad, it will not come off with regular stuff like Brake Buster. Wheel Brightener comes in, changing your world. It will remove some of the harshest and most embedded stuff, especially in the barrels where things get really gnarly. The wheel's never been coated, it's never been cared for. It just does what other cleaners cannot. This is your big guns, and for $30 for the gallon, and it's dilutable 4:1, it's not dilutable, you must dilute it to that ratio. It's a very economical product and such a good tool to have in your back pocket for when you need a really deep clean on a really neglected wheel. I really recommend this for the detailers out there that see cars regularly that are just in bad shape. Definitely some directions on the back that you must follow. First and foremost, use this only on dry, cool wheels. Hot wheels that have just been driven around the place, you do not want to apply this to them. It will instantly evaporate the product, cause chemical staining. Big no-no. Wait for the vehicle to cool down or pre-treat with water if you must wash it right away. But make sure the wheels are cool. You do not want hot brakes, hot wheels, and then just go spraying this on. It's not a good mix. Second, when I say dry, I really prefer that this product go on a dry wheel surface so that the pre-rinse doesn't sort of dilute this product further. That's a given for my paint pre-treats as well. You want the chemical to do the bulk of the work and then come in with a pressure washer to rinse. I find it negligible or kind of a waste of time to go in and rinse first. Same deal with the wheels, especially on the wheels if they're very, in bad shape. 10 out of 10 from me. If you've never tried this product or you're willing to give it a shot, or maybe you're on the fence because, you know, it's acid and you don't know what to think, or you're a little unsure. It works on all OEM wheels. If it's a painted wheel, which is basically 90% of wheels out there, it's very safe. Just do your due diligence, make sure it's cool to the touch. It hasn't been driven like immediately. Do it on dry wheels. It's just my preference. I think it works better. So long as you're not using it on polished aluminum or anodized, you're set. It's important for me to mention that you should be very, very thorough with your rinse after this product has dwelled for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, whatever it may be. Not only to get the wheel very clean, the pressure washer is what's removing the contamination, because the cleaner is what has just dissolved it into surface level gunk that's ready to be washed off. So not only do you want to be thorough with your rinse because it's doing the cleaning, but because you don't want any of this left behind or drying on the surface. You want your surface area neutralized of all the product. This stuff cannot dry on the surface, so be very diligent and make sure that you are rinsing very, very thoroughly.
So here I've got a super filthy wheel, right? Very, very filthy. Here is just water. It's not been treated whatsoever with anything. Right? Like it does nothing. So here's that same wheel. Nothing's been done to it. In this sprayer I've got Meg's wheel brightener. I'm just gonna put a light mist all around. We let it soak, get into the barrel here. Up and over. Now that was a lot. I'm just gonna let it sit for about 30 seconds. Okay, and that's all the time I really need to just go ahead and start rinsing. But I mean, look at what we're talking about. Look at what we're talking about, man. Psh.
Let me know what you think of wheel brightener. Have you tried it before? Are you familiar with it? Do you keep it in your arsenal? Are you willing to try it? Is it completely off the table for you? If you're familiar, let me know your experience in the comments. Is it good? Is it bad? Let other people know as well. I feel like this community is very built on the foundation of teaching each other and finding these beautiful gems. So yeah, I appreciate the feedback and the activity on my channel. I really love it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Consider liking, consider subscribing. Take care. Thanks for watching. Later.